Hi, today we are going to discuss about the entire PV syllabus. So, the firstly we start from drug discovery and development. In the drug discovery, the objectives of the drug discovery are drug development and drug approval. In drug discovery, there are mainly following steps are involved. The first is new chemical entity, that is synthesis, then pre-formulation studies, then formulation studies, then investigational new drug application, in that clinical trial studies and the new drug application. Next is clinical trials. The objectives of the clinical trials are to ensure the safety and efficacy of a new drug. The definition of the clinical trial is it is a systemic investigation in human subjects for evaluating the safety and efficacy of any new drug. It involves the 1 to 4 phases with specific objectives and results. The application to regulatory authorities is IND, then clinical trials, NDA, and marketed new drug. The well designed and effectively executed clinical trials from the base of therapeutic decisions. The must follow the guidelines and protocols. The next point is regulatory bodies. The regulatory body is a government entity responsible for making regulation, providing guidelines, and conducting compliance of various healthcare industries. The SAEs can be reported by phone, email, electronically, or fax. The ADR reporting forms for various countries are as follows. In India, the suspected adverse drug reaction reporting form are filled. In UK, the yellow card scheme is used, and in the USA, there are made-watch form to be used. Then the softwares used for the reporting individual case safety reports, that is ICSR. In US, the Pharma Ready software is used. In Europe, the software is EV-Web. In India, Sugam. In MHRA, the Vigilance, and for all raw regions is manual submission. There are mainly following regulatory bodies are governed. The first is for USA. The US FDA is a regulatory body. US FDA is a United States Food and Drug Administration. Then for UK, regulatory body is MHRA, that is Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agencies. Then for India, it is CDSCO, that is Central Drug Standard Control Organization. Then for Europe, it is EMA, that is European Medical Agency. For Japan, it's MHLW, that is Ministry of Health, Labour and Welfare of Japan. And for Australia, the TGA, that is Therapeutic Good Administration. Then the next point is ICH. ICH stands for International Conference on Harmonization of Technical Requirements for Registration of Pharmaceutical for Human Use. The objectives of the ICH is to minimize the escalating costs of healthcare and to minimize the escalating cost of research and development, and to ensure that there was a minimum delay in providing new treatment, that it was safe and effective for the patients. The definition is authority brings together regulatory agencies and pharmaceutical industry together in the 3 ICH regions to discuss scientific and technical discussions for the testing procedures in 1990. It required to assess and ensure safety, quality and efficacy of pharmaceutical product. The structure of the ICH is firstly the steering committee. It oversees the harmonization activities and consists of 3 founding parties and observers. Global Coordination Committee, then MEDRA Management Committee, then ICH Secretariat, then the ICH working groups, then discussion groups, informal working groups, expert working groups, implementation working groups. Then next point is CIOMs. CIOM stands for Council for International Organization of Medical Sciences. The objectives of the CIOMs are to facilitate and promote international activities in the field of biomedical science. It is established by WHO and UNESCO in 1949. It is a non-government and non-profit organization. It does not have any regulatory power. The program initiated by CIOMs are health policy, ethics and human values and international dialogue, then bioethics, drug development and use, and international nomenclature of disease. The CIOM's working groups, the responsibility of the CIOM working groups are: it is international reporting of ADR to suspected adverse drug reaction reporting form, that is CIOM's form number 1, then international reporting of periodic drug safety update summaries, then prepare safety and guidelines on drug including new proposals, then benefit risk management for marketed drugs evaluating safety signals. The next point is the pharmacovigilance. It is important point. The objectives of the pharmacovigilance are reduction of the frequency and severity of adverse effect of the drug, simultaneously improving the efficacy. Then the definition of the pharmacovigilance. It is the science and activity relating to the detection, assessment, understanding and prevention of adverse effect or any other drug related problems. The aim and scope of the pharmacovigilance are to improve patient care, to improve public health and risk benefit assessment, for communication. These are the aim and scope of the pharmacovigilance. Then next is vaccine pharmacovigilance. The science and activities relating to the detection, assessment, understanding and communication of adverse events following immunization or other vaccine related issues, and to the prevention of untoward effect of the vaccine or immunization by the WHO in 2012. The ADR reporting criteria are as follows. It contains the following parts: an identifiable patient, that is age, gender, initials, patient hospital number, then a suspect medical product, then an identifiable reporting source, that is name, contact information and address. Next is at least one adverse event. Then the concept of day zero, the original date on which the company, employees or affiliated and partners were first aware of the case report, satisfying the minimum valid criteria in term as day zero or initial receipt date or awareness data. The process for ICS reporting is: firstly, reception of the case, then validation and duplicate check, then logging of the case, then triage, then data entry, quality review, medical review, case closure, and lastly the generate report for submission. Our next point is GVP guidelines. The European Union issued guidelines for the post-marketing surveillance in document known as Volume IXA in July 2012. It consists of E2A, that is expected clinical safety reporting, then E2B, that is safety reporting data elements specs, then E2BM, data elements for electronic submission, then E2C and E2C, that is addendum PSUR, then E2D, that is post marketing expected reporting standards, and then E2E, that is PV planning. So these are the information regarding the pharmacovigilance. It is also consists of the international birth date, that is the IBD is the date of first marketing authorization of the medicinal products granted for marketing authorization holder or its affiliates, subsidiaries anywhere in the world. Then the data log point, the data designed as the cutoff date or data to be included in a signal detection reporting. And lastly, signal detection. The WHO defines a signal as a reported information on a possible causal association between an adverse event and a drug, the relationship being unclear or incompletely documented previously. So these are information involved in the pharmacovigilance. Thank you so much.